Going live, going live. You are live. Hey guys, Pete Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. How's everybody doing? Welcome back. Happy New Year to those of you who haven't heard from me since the 1st. And what are we on, the 21st? 3 weeks. And I'm still sick after going to visit my family. I went to North Carolina, I went to Florida, I went to the coast, I went to the mountains. It was a good time. So anyway, for those of you who missed me, I'm back. Hey, but listen, I had an announcement I wanted to share with all of our buddies over here on YouTube. You guys know that we do a lot of free training, HVAC Greatness. Right now, we pretty much are pushing the private group over on Facebook that you can jump in and participate on these. And so it's basically the same now, but I'm actually redoing a couple of websites. I pulled HVACgreatness.com. If you go there right now, it's not going to go anywhere. But I will quickly have a landing page up, as well as, surprise, 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 HVAC from A to Z.com. Now that one is going to be a gathering spot where you can come in and you can be a member and have a host of free training, all that you want. And if you want some of the more advanced courses, you certainly have access to that. And if you're already a member, you'll get discounts on that as well. But so that's coming. But for right now, let's talk about the sales training that's in store for you. February the 11th, that is a Tuesday. That is actually 3 weeks from the moment of this recording, which you may be watching days later, but just to give you plenty of advance notice, we're going to be doing some free training. This is still sticking with me. This is a 3-day program in which will be a Tuesday, a Wednesday, and a Thursday in the evenings at 8 p.m. virtually. We're going to be using the virtual classroom called Zoom. And so everybody can pop in there. You can turn your camera on or off, or your microphone on or off, whatever you want to. And there's also a little chat and participate. There'll be a presentation portion, there'll be a question and answer portion, and there's going to be conversation. If you attend this, you will leave better off than you came to it. I promise you, because we're going to address much more than a sales process. We're going to talk about the overall strategy of the sales call and how to set it up for success from the very beginning. A lot of things these are being overlooked by our profession today. And for those of you who are familiar with the training, you know that we stick to the fundamentals here, because some people actually may misinterpret some of what we teach as being basic. Oh yeah, I know that. But if you're not doing it, you're not going to get the results. And if you're not doing it consistently, you're not going to have, you're not going to meet your true potential. Okay. And what we're doing, I've taken companies and worked with companies in business 20, 30 years doing the same old stuff, and they're stuck in that truck. And if that's you, perk your ears up, because it does not have to be that way. In fact, you can turn that thing around really quickly. But if you expect different results, you're going to have to discipline yourself for a different habitual routine that you set your company up to do. These are processes and steps and systems and things of this nature. So we're going to get into all of that. So we're going to be talking about sales training first and foremost. And then we're going to be talking about SEO. That's a different class. We're going to have Dennis Homan from Profit Acceleration Academy. He's going to pop in. He's going to bring his SE guru in, Tori. She's phenomenal, Tori Mathis. And we've had them before, so we know what we're getting here. So that's going to be sometime in February. I don't have a date on that, but for the sales training, the first class is going to be Tuesday, the 11th at 8 p.m. East Coast time. You guys on the West Coast, still get time to get away from work and get into a area where you can clear the clutter and distractions, and you can focus and get something out of this virtual training opportunity that is being presented to you. So hopefully we'll get some of you guys to jump in. We've got most of you guys watch this stuff on the recording anyway. I don't get a lot of live. I don't do enough of this. For you guys watching live, I'll try to do a better job. So at any rate, look for that. And I don't have the link. Actually, I can post it probably in the comments on this as we get closer to the date. But I really would like to ask you to come over to the Greatness Group, HVAC Greatness. I did put a link in the description of this live video. Just click it when you go onto Facebook and just ask to join. There's some questions. You're going to behave, because we got to do. I know most of you guys that are drawn to this type of information. You're serious, you're professionals and things like that. But you know how Facebook can get a little bit catty. We don't tolerate that over there. If anybody insults you, they will be removed. Okay. And so that you can come in and you can ask a question that some people might, attack in some of these other platforms. We're not going to tolerate that. I mean, come on, there's no such thing as a dumb question, right? We know this instinctively, but we get these people out there that the only way that they can feel important is to down somebody else. And that's no good. That's not good for us. It's not good for the industry. It's not good for your own self-esteem, for God's sake, so why put up with it? So we won't. And anyway, you come on over and we've got a really good group. I just can't say enough about the members that are in there. We just have good people, and so it starts with that. Now, if you're going to be interested in the SEO, I'll try to put another announcement like this up. And if you think you're not interested in SEO, let me kind of reframe it this way. Okay, we're going to teach you stuff that you can do yourself to better optimize your presence online. But we're also going to teach you what needs to be done, what needs to be addressed, so that when you hire somebody to do this for you, you know what questions you need to be asking. And when you read the services that they're going to do, you can see the value or lack thereof in what this SEO company is offering to do for you. Excuse me. Our industry is being overcharged and under-delivered in these areas all the time. And you know why? Because they know how to do this little techie stuff that you don't know how to do yet. You're a professional in what you do. If you hire a professional and let them do what they do, you're on track. But how do you select that professional? It's kind of like, your sales process. How do you communicate your professionalism to the homeowner, the equipment owner, that you're going to deliver what they need, and you're not going to overcharge them. You're going to be fair. You're going to take care of all of these different things, respect their home, create all the solutions for the issues that they have. This is your sales process. That's one training. But when you start to understand how all this stuff works, then you can actually hire somebody to step in and do these processes and services for you. And you're asked the right questions. And that's a long way of saying the same thing. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? So anyway, P. Ramsey here, HVAC Greatness. Hope you guys had a good first. We're getting close. I will do a pre-announcement on two different things. Ramsey Media. Ramsey Media is my company. It's my parent company, and it produces products like HVAC Greatness and things like this. But we're also going to be looking at HVAC specific marketing on the social media platforms. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that right now, but it's really solid, because while we're bringing these guys in that really understand the algorithms and things like this, it's the content and the message that's not making that connection with your prospective customer. They don't know how to communicate these kind of things like we do. So we're going to be creating a group that this is all we do, HVAC, and we know how to trigger interest in the prospective customers that your competition is not doing. They're not doing it. So that's coming. The other thing is, probably before the season kicks off, we're going to do a boot camp where we're going to jump in and make sure that you're doing these things right now, so that when you go into the summer this year, you don't just work long hours and bank a bunch of money, and then as the weather's turned off, so is your cash flow. No. We're going to prepare you so that you can continue and schedule forward, so that you can go right on into the season and that shoulder season, and come out and continue to be billable, continue to make money, and continue to provide your services to customers who actually need them. And so that's what we're going to be talking about later. So a lot of stuff. And as always, we always offer a free basic level. And, you guys can come in and you don't have to spend any money yet. You don't have the money, or you're new and you're young. You don't have the resources. That's okay. Enjoy the free levels, right? Enjoy. And when you're ready, you can step up and you can take it to a more advanced level. Just, I didn't have this kind of help, and I really wish I did. Back in the day, maybe I would have, gotten, I guess, out the gate stronger, earlier, as opposed to so many years of trial and error, so much money lost, so many sales lost because they didn't do things the right way, right? And so, hindsight's 2020. Invest in yourself. That's my biggest tip. You go spend money on yourself, right? You took a class to get that license, didn't you? You took a class to get your license. Why? Because it worked. Take a class on sales. Take a class on, business operate. What does that business model look like? What does a business model look like that crosses the $1 million mark, or better yet, the $2 million mark? What does that look like? It's not that hard. We talk about this all the time. We build it around what we call our our queen bee, our money producing products and services, and everything supports and is built on a solid foundation. And you could turn the advertising off tomorrow and the business continues to move forward. That's how it's done, right? It takes time to do it right, but when you do it right, you've got something that's dependable. You've got something that has value. If you ever want to have an exit plan, you want to sell one day, it's actually worth money. It's real money, and not, people try to sell their businesses all the time. And they end up selling a phone number because that's about all it's worth. It's just the value of that phone number, because there's nothing else to the business. And, we see that all the time. So, for you guys that are following, hopefully you enjoy the messages, and join us over at HVAC Greatness. Again, HVAC from A to Z.com will be launched before too long. I've got a lot on my plate, guys, because I do my own website design and stuff like that as well. So for now, we're going to focus on what's on our plate right now. And so just letting you know, 3 weeks and counting down, HVAC total sales. We're going to talk about more than just the process. We're going to talk about the structure of the entire system and how to set that up right. P. Rance here, HVAC Greatness. I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.